Hey everyone, Nintendo Hodge back here. I'm going to apologize right off the bat. I started to get a cold today. I felt it coming on right around lunchtime, and it's hit me now, and it's in my nose. Should have done these videos last night. Unfortunately, I was really tired from a fun day of game hunting, as you can see in the footage, and I didn't get a chance to do them last night, so I'm doing them today. So I attended the Ontario Collectors Con. I had my friend Wilson come with me. Wilson! And we also met up with Canadian Retro while we were there. It's the first time I ever met Canadian Retro in person. I talked to him lots of times through YouTube. And Canadian Retro is an awesome dude. We had lots of fun. I'll put a link down below to his channel. I don't need to tell you who he is. I'm sure everybody knows who he is over who I am. A great dude, and we had a blast. As well, we had set up a previous trade before we went there, so I'll show you what I got from him. So I got a little stack of games from him. The first one I got here was WWF Attitude for the PlayStation. I remember getting this game when it first came out back in the day, and me and the 3 or 4 buddies used to just sit there and play it for hours on end. It's not as good as the wrestling on the N64, but it was still a lot of fun. Picked up a copy of Jet Moto 2. And I picked up a copy of Tomb Raider 2. And how nice of a guy is he? He had the other copy of this he had was actually the greatest hits, and I prefer the black label. So he took his black label out of his collection, gave it to me, and kept the greatest hits for himself, and said he'll just find another one down the road, and it didn't matter to him. So that's awesome. Props to him for that. I got a copy of Crash Bandicoot: The Wrath of Cortex for the PlayStation 2, and these are all complete and in minty shape. I got Ratchet Deadlocked, and as well, and you won't see them because I already put them on, but I'll show you here. He gave me, just as a bonus, the end labels for N64. So currently my N64 games I had in Universal cases that I purchased, and I love the Universal cases, don't get me wrong, but they take up a lot of room. So when he gave me those end labels, I'm like, you know what, I'm going to use them. And it's just so much of a space saver now. They look really, really good. And now I can take those extra cases I have to use for the Super Nintendo games that I had without any cases. So it's a win-win-win there for me. So yeah, thanks again, Canadian Retro. Had tons of fun with you at the event. Hopefully we can do it again. I know you said you're coming up to the Bear Game Exchange when we have that, so I know that'll probably be the next time I see you. And yeah, lots of fun with Canadian Retro. Great dude, and lots of fun with Wilson too. Wilson! So at the toy convention, there was pretty much all toys, as you can see. There was Ninja Turtles, Transformers, G.I. Joes, tons of pop figures, and then there was 3 main booths of video game sellers, and then some sporadic video games thrown out all around. So one of the first games I picked up when I got there was a copy of Killer 7 on the GameCube. This is a game I've been looking for a while, and it's in complete shape and mint. And I ended up only paying $30 for that, which is a great price for this game. I think on price charting it's like almost 40 US, so great score on that one. And this game here, Canadian Retro and I bundled some stuff together at a couple tables just to try to get a better deal. And this is one of the black label games I've been looking for a while for the Nintendo, and that's Mario Brothers Arcade Series Classics. So, Arcade Classic Series, sorry. So I got that one. Can't remember exactly what bundle it was or how much it cost, but this is the one game I kept out of that bundle. And then the next game here was also in a bundle that we got from one of the other sellers. I don't know anything about this game, but it's Low G Man, the Low Gravity Man. I just quickly looked it up over there, and looks like something neat. It's not something that's been on my radar, so I figured, okay, I'll grab this one, bundle it together, and we got ourselves a pretty good deal. And then also at the one of the tables, I can't remember which one where we got these, the other vendor, they had a bunch of cheap $5 games, or buy a bunch, get a couple free, and I found Disc 1 for Resident Evil 4, and in my last video, as you saw, I only had Disc 2 after I discovered it, so now I can complete the Resident Evil, and I'll either add that into my collection, or I can trade it, or just pay it forward to somebody because I got this for free. The disc was in a little rough shape. I think that's why he said, yeah, go ahead, you can take it. and it does have some marks on it, but I'll give it a try. Hopefully it'll play. If not, I can try to buff it out. So yeah, that's everything that is that everything? Yep. That is everything that I got at the Ontario Collectors Con. I would probably go back again. It was just neat to see all the old toys too, and definitely fun to hook up with Canadian retro. So, after we were done at the Toy Collectors Con, I asked him if he'd ever been up to Game Horde, and he said he hadn't. So we hopped in the car, he followed us up there, and we went up to Game Horde. It was about a 15-minute drive away. And while at Game Horde, I traded in some Nintendo and Super Nintendo games I had for some store credit there, and I picked up these two games. The first one is a copy of Bump and Jump on the Nintendo. It's the one I've been looking for a while. And then the last one here, this one I was super happy to get, and it's Super Back to the Future 2 reproduction cartridge. I've wanted to get the one from Japan, but ever since Back to the Future Anniversary came out, it's skyrocketed in price. So this was only $40. And my wife's favorite favorite movie is Back to the Future. And she's been playing this thing like crazy. So definitely a good pickup, very happy. These next couple games are just some pickups I did. We were in London visiting some family, and so I grabbed these while I was there. First one is a copy of Tailspin on the TurboGrafx 16. Don't know anything about this game. I tried it, and it's a typical platformer, but it's pretty fun. It's a difficult game, but the price tag on this was $17. So TurboGrafx 16 in the case. I'm not going to turn that down for $17 price tag. And then the other one I know nothing about, but it was $1, and I think it's worth like 10 on price charting, so I grabbed it, and that was Sneakers. And again, these were no tax at all, so it only cost me $18 for the two games here. And then the other one that we had grabbed also on that weekend is Mario & Luigi's Paper Jam. My son loves this game. I actually had a sealed copy of Arcana of Time 3D that I just traded in and got this at a Walmart. So my son said, I asked him on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being bad and 10 being awesome, how good is the game? And he said 10. So he's really enjoying this one. And then the last pickup I got, spent a little bit more money on it than I normally would, but for the most part, everything in it's going to friends or I'm keeping something. So I got a GameCube lot. And in that lot, I got a system with 2 controllers and a hookups. So I may actually keep the orange controller and just swap it out for a black or a gray one that I have. But these 3 items here, the system, the hookups, and the controllers, and then a memory card as well, those are going to Fraser at Party Play Gaming. I already said he could have those. He's been looking for one. And then the games. I got a copy of Rampage Total Destruction. I'm going to keep that one. I got a copy of Simpsons Hit and Run. No manual in this one, but I'm going to keep that one. And then these next 2 I'm going to give to my friend Wilson. Wilson! Mario Kart Double Dash. And Paper Mario The 1,000-Year Door. And then these last 2 are for trade bait or for sale if anybody wants them. SSX on Tour. And Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3. So that lot actually cost me $100 for everything there. But I mean, the 2 games, Paper Mario and Mario Kart Double Dash, are almost worth $100 themselves. And then the system itself is probably worth $30-40 with the controllers and everything. So I was happy to pick that one up and help out some friends. And then I forgot about one thing that's sitting on the table here to talk about, and that's the Luigi's Mansion 2 Luigi statue. So this was actually at the Toy Con. I noticed it just as we were leaving. A little bit of a more heftier price tag on it, but my wife is a huge fan of the series, so I picked that guy up here. Very cool looking, lots of good detail on this. So we have the littler one I showed in a previous video, so that'll go with that. And then we also have the World, or the Club Nintendo anniversary gift one that you can get too. So those all look good together in the game room somewhere. So thanks again for watching my video. Stay tuned. I'm gonna do another video shortly with an update on the Berry Game Exchange. So remember to game on and game often.